This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, a scary situation unfolded in Calais on January 3rd when a school bus hit a 7-year-old girl after she got off. According to Calais Police Department, the accident happened at around 2:30 in the afternoon when the little girl was being dropped off after school. We're told that the girl had gotten off the bus and headed across the street, but she dropped something as she was walking and turned around to go pick it up. The bus driver allegedly didn't see the girl because she was in the blind spot of the bus out of mirror view. The bus began moving forward and hit her. Though the scene was certainly scary, fortunately, she only received abrasions from the accident. Ronald Jenkins, the superintendent of Calais Schools, told us that the bus driver has been placed on administrative leave with pay while they investigate, but Calais police say no charges will be forthcoming. Jenkins also tells us that the little girl asked to call the bus driver after she got home from the hospital to make sure he knew she was okay. Well, 2 people are facing drug charges after police searched their home in Skowhegan. According to Somerset County Sheriff Dale Lancaster, deputies searched a residence at 140 Madison Avenue around 6:30 Wednesday morning. He said they found more than 6 grams of fentanyl as well as digital scales, drug packaging materials, and drug paraphernalia. Police say 36-year-old Thomas McKay and 29-year-old Jamie DeWitt lived in the home. McKay is being charged with aggravated trafficking, possession of scheduled drugs, violating conditions of release, and he was also arrested on 2 outstanding warrants. DeWitt is charged with aggravated trafficking. Both are scheduled to appear in court in April. McKay apparently is also considered a fugitive from justice because he has 2 outstanding warrants from Massachusetts as well. Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin is breathing on his own and able to talk after having his breathing tube removed. Hamlin has received an outpouring of support since suffering cardiac arrest during Monday night's game against the Cincinnati Bengals. His recovery over the past couple of days has been deemed remarkable by doctors treating him. Today, he surprised his teammates via video conference during the Bills team meeting.
When I said that we had a treat in store, it was just, you could see the look on their eye in anticipation of what was probably coming. And then to get the Zoom, and when he came on the screen, to see the players' reaction, they stood up right away and clapped for him and, yelled some things to him. And it was a pretty cool exchange for a few seconds there.
Well, the Bills head coach says Damar didn't speak much during the video call, but told his teammates he loves them before the call ended. The Bills are gearing up to face the Patriots in a matchup in Buffalo this Sunday. Well, new lab results indicate unsafe levels of PFAS, otherwise known as forever chemicals, in the drinking water at 2 schools in MS-80 70 in Aroostook County. Maine legislation required all community public water systems, non-community schools, and daycares to sample their drinking water for PFAS by the end of 2022. The interim safety standard for PFAS in drinking water stands at 20 parts per trillion. MS-80 70 Superintendent Tyler Putnam says Hodgdon Middle High School's water tested at 34.3 parts per trillion, and Mill Pond Elementary School tested at 23.1 parts per trillion.
It's extremely important to have clean drinking water in our schools for our staff and students. So what we did is we went to bottled water for consumption and for cooking. It was a smooth transition, which is something you probably wouldn't think we would have. Dealing with students and making that change. But during COVID, we did the exact same thing. So it was seamless.
Well, the state has asked for a confirmation sample, which has since been collected, and school officials are awaiting the results. Superintendent Putnam says they will continue using alternative water sources until an official remediation plan is put in place. Well, ongoing roadway construction in Eddington has led to frustrations for some. Our David Ledford explains.
The Maine Department of Transportation is building a new bridge in Eddington as the latest step in the I-395 Route 9 connector project, a 6-mile stretch of highway that will run between Brewer and Eddington. Starting January 9th, all Cluleyville Road traffic will be redirected to Levenseller and Nolan Road. According to Damian Vayu, A spokesperson for the Maine DOT, this detour will remain in place for the next year.
There are signs posted to alert drivers, and that detour is expected to be in place for most of 2023 while bridge work the excavation is done and the construction is ongoing.
While locals say they are frustrated by this change, some are more upset by the addition of the highway itself.
I was against it from day one. I give up a long time ago. There's just nothing you can do about it. You either accept it or you don't.
For other residents, the potential noise that will come from the new roadway is a significant concern. Patrick Cody, who lives only a few hundred feet from the current bridge construction, says he's waiting to find out if the sound of the vehicles will be too much to tolerate.
If it gets too bad, and this house is going up for sale, I'm out of here. I'm going further in the woods.
The roadway was contracted by the Sargent Corporation for nearly $85 million. According to the Maine DOT, the new connector will provide locals with greater mobility and ease of access to the Bangor-Brewer area. WVII says the road has been under construction since January of 2022 and is already halfway done. However, the department does not expect the highway to be completely finished until 2025. In Eddington, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Well, if you were working outdoors today, you certainly were dealing with some chilly temperatures. And with a little bit more on what we could expect in the coming hours from Mother Nature, let's take a first look at our forecast.
Thank you so much, Beth. Our first weather today is brought to you by Goose River Farm Meat Store. All right, the weekend is right around the corner. It is wintertime, though, so of course, a lot of blue all across the state. Heavier snow up north and then closer by the coast, 1 inch to 2 inches, and same story here in town right now. We do have still some lingering snow showers in the area. Not a big snowmaker, but overall still lingering all throughout the state yesterday into today, but it's finally going to start to move out of the region. By tomorrow, we're in the clear. Today, though, temperatures were hovering slightly above average, I would say near for the most part. For most of us, temperatures were around 30 degrees earlier today. 31 in Bar Harbor, so whatever snow did fall is sticking around with all those below freezing temperatures. Tonight, though, temperatures will continue to stay below freezing. It's going to get slippery out there to start out the weekend tomorrow, so be careful out there. Temperatures will be cooling off and hovering in those low to mid-20s. Beth?
All righty, Conrad, we'll be looking out for more from you later. And in the meantime, coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, a historic Bar Harbor Inn that's been in operation for more than a century now has a new owner. And we'll hear from a group of area police chiefs about what they say is the biggest issue facing their departments. We'll have those stories and much more when ABC 7 News at 6 comes right back.
Real talk. Recent high school graduates get free tuition at Maine's community colleges. Enrollment is open right now, so sign up for classes this spring, summer, or next fall. Don't sleep on a free degree. Enroll today.
Want your clothes to smell freshly washed all day without heavy perfumes? Try Downy Light In-Wash Freshness Boosters. It has long-lasting light scent, no heavy perfumes, and no dyes. Finally, a light scent that lasts all day. Downy Light.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA Insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA Insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA Insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
The countdown to savings is happening now at Ashley. Hurry into your local Ashley store or visit ashley.com to ring in the new year with new styles for every room of your home. Plus, get 5 years special financing. No minimum purchase required. Only at Ashley.
Toyota's all-wheel drive vehicles not only conquer the elements, Toyota conquers its competitors by sheer selection. You see, Toyota has 20 different all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive models. That's more than Subaru, more than Honda, more than Jeep. Conquer most anything with the adventure-seeking all-wheel drive RAV4 or the powerful all-wheel drive RAV4 Hybrid, both with Toyota Safety Sense technology included. See your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
Looking for a brighter future? Get started at Maine's community colleges. Spring and summer enrollment is open, so enroll today for low tuition, flexible schedules, and career-focused programs near you. Maine's community colleges. Discover the brighter you.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. In a recent town hall style forum, we spoke to police chiefs from around the region about the biggest issues they deal with and how they're trying to address them. Virtually all of them pointed to one issue as the biggest challenge facing their departments, fueling more calls for service than any other and forcing them to think outside the box and how to handle it. On any given day, law enforcement officers in Maine suit up knowing they could face just about anything. Their training has prepared them for that. But now their biggest challenge is one they say police departments didn't expect.
In Bangor, it's mental health.
The growing number of calls for service when community members find themselves in a mental health-related crisis.
The mental illness and the drug issues are out of control, to put it bluntly.
So I think that's really the biggest hurdle that we're facing right now.
According to an article published in 2021 by the American Psychological Association, it was estimated that at least 20% of police calls for service involved a mental health or substance use crisis.
That we became the social workers and we became the default of who you call. And now, the law enforcement across the United States are scrutinized for that.
It takes the time that it consumes takes away from proactive law enforcement.
That's why Bangor Police Sergeant Jason McCambly says they're implementing what's called the BCAT, Bangor Community Action Team.
There are social workers who are going to go out and handle calls. They're going to be dispatched through the police department, and they're going to take some of the load off the officers.
McCambly says once that team is active, he believes they'll see a 50% reduction in those non-policing services for officers, putting the right professionals with the right training where they're needed.
It's going to take them a while to get up to speed, and we understand that. And they're going to be spread out over the course of the day and the weekends and connect the people that need resources to those resources, because the police don't have that expertise. We're not social workers.
Chief Mills says programs like that require multiple layers of investment from the community, but it's a case worth making.
Your local, your tax base to do that, because we're not getting a lot of assistance from the federal or the state, funding for that. But that's the model. If the state's going to spend any extra money in the coming years, it has to be on mental health.
It's not just the struggles of community members, though, that are in the spotlight now. The unspoken impact of incidents like the horrific mass shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School, combined with the everyday incidents that haunt police officers, have ended numerous careers and fueled disturbingly high numbers of suicides among law enforcement. It's forced departments to open a broader dialogue when it comes to the mental health of their own.
We're taking a different approach, not only because of Sandy Hook, yes, that played a major role, but I think we're stepping away from, the persona has always been that we are the fixers and we don't worry about ourselves. And fortunately, we are now looking at each other and saying, hey, you need help, or we need help, or I need help. And that is a drastic change that I've seen.
Leonard says that change has been years, even decades in the making, but it will be crucial to maintaining a healthy police force in the future.
I think that it is impacting us, and it's not only impacting us, but it's impacting our family. And as chief law enforcement officers, it's our responsibility, one, to make sure that our troops are okay. But it doesn't matter if our troops are okay if we're not okay. So.
All right. Well, we want to say that that particular law enforcement town hall, we hope, is the beginning of an ongoing dialogue with law enforcement and the communities they serve. Well, a well-known Bar Harbor Inn was sold this week. Clefstone Manor was purchased on January 3rd by Stephen Costin for $3.2 million. It was known for surviving the great 1947 fire that destroyed thousands of acres on Mount Desert Island. The inn has been operating for more than a century, only closing from 1942 to 1948 before reopening under the ownership of Josephine McCaffrey, who just sold the estate. And this may not surprise you, but nevertheless, Maine campers set a record for visits to state park campgrounds last year. It furthers a trend that began during the COVID-19 pandemic. Maine Department of Agriculture, Conservation, and Forestry's Bureau of Parks and Lands said in a statement that Maine state park campgrounds recorded more than 319,000 visitor nights last year. That was about 4,000 more campers than the previous year. Attendance at state parks in general also stayed high. The Bureau said 2022 was its second highest year for state park visitation at nearly 3.3 million overall. The Maine State Park Campground Reservation Center opens to accept online and phone reservations for Lily Bay and Sebago Lake State Parks on February 1st at 9 a.m. A feeling that's going to be a busy day for them. All right, well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, we'll tell you how the city of Bangor has ties to a new movie released on Netflix. And in sports, two Mainers who were stars on the high school scene a year ago are now playing a huge role for the Black Bears. That story right after the break.
I'm 82 years old and I have collapsed arches, which means the first thing that hits the ground is the bone in my arch. I came to Comfort Shoes 4 years ago because I couldn't walk without pain. And she spent so much time on my feet getting the right shoe, and we finally found the right pair. Once you made these orthotics for me, I have no pain. These are so comfortable. I have no discomfort. I feel like I could go running, and I thank you and Comfort Shoes for that.
Living in Maine means long, cold winters and hot, humid summers. Whatever the weather, Bangor Heat Pumps is your solution. Open 24/7, Bangor Heat Pumps takes care of you at home or at work. We operate statewide and service all brands and models. Understanding moving can be stressful. We will help move any units you may have. We offer a veterans discount in our home with a Capeless Hero discount. Visit us online at BangorHeatPumpsLLC.com or call or text us at 307-7746. Bangor Heat Pumps.
Did you know that an alpaca item is the most wish-listed gift idea? Stop searching for that perfect gift and start shopping for it at the Blue Alpaca in Belfast. It doesn't matter who's on your gift list, the Blue Alpaca has something for everyone with an incredible selection of alpaca socks, hats, sweaters, even stuffed animals and more. Shop in-store or online and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. Too much to choose from? Don't worry, the Blue Alpaca also offers gift cards. The Blue Alpaca, feel the difference.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Here's this week's featured deal.
Huang Li Chinese Restaurant in Pittsfield has a wide selection of tasty dishes, including poo-poo for two with rice, General Tao chicken, sesame chicken, beef teriyaki, and more. They are just minutes from Interstate 95 Pittsfield exit.
On sale Thursday at 9 a.m. A limited supply available half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
This week,
Happy New Year to all.
Super champion Ray Lalonde is on a streak into 2023 with 12 wins.
Ray Lalonde survives yet another scare.
And over $350,000.
Let's do a true daily double.
All of it at stake.
Now, can he put together another streak week?
Everybody's off to a great start.
Next Jeopardy!
All this week at 7:30, only on ABC 7.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Ansley Moore, a realtor since 2013, working throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Happy Friday. As we have all week, let's start with an update on Damar Hamlin. And as has been the case these last few days, only positive news coming out of that front. As we mentioned earlier, Hamlin is now breathing on his own. He spoke to teammates this morning for the first time, saying he loves them. It's no secret Hamlin's condition has been on the minds of every NFL team this week. The Patriots are no different. Matthew Slater led the team in prayer for Hamlin, but for New England, they're also preparing for the biggest game of the year. We spoke to Patriots insider and ESPN analyst Mike Reese, and he says New England is just trying to, quote, strike a balance between the two.
So they've been walking a tightrope between showing the sensitivity that they have for Damar Hamlin and the Buffalo Bills, and also realizing that their season is on the line. They need a win to get in the playoffs, or if they lose, they need 3 other teams to lose for them to get into the playoffs. So it's a balance for them, and how they've tried to strike that balance is what has stood out to me.
Moving on now, heading to the basketball courts. Maine women's basketball is looking for their 3rd win in a row when they head to NJIT this weekend. And playing a role in their success this year are 2 freshmen who were stars on the Maine high school hoop scene just a year ago. After tearing it up with their respective high schools just a year ago, Maine natives J.C. Christopher and Sarah Talon are playing a significant role for Amy Vachon and the Black Bears.
I think they've done great, I mean, there's definitely ups and downs, and sometimes it's hard to embrace those downs, when you're playing really well and then the next game you don't play so well, and so just embracing the good and the bad, but I think overall both JC and Sarah have done a great job.
It's just really fun to go out and compete with everybody every night. And in practice, we push each other. So, I mean, it's been a lot of fun.
For Christopher, after dominating the high school scene, winning multiple awards and a gold ball, one of the changes she's needed to make at this level has been simply getting used to the speed.
For me, it was finding a pace to play at that I could still attack, but also take care of the ball and make good decisions. Obviously, the pace is a lot faster and it's a lot more physical, so it's just finding that level of comfort.
Talon was a Wyndham standout a year ago, and she says she's trying to improve her consistency and is constantly working on the mental aspect of this offense.
Playing a structured offense with a successful program like Maine, it's never been in my basketball game before. It's thinking about where I got to be, thinking about the right shot to take, also shot clock, knowing my teammates, their skills, and how to find them and how to make them successful, not just me.
Now, Christopher started as Maine's starting point guard for a few games, and now she's a very valuable bench piece, dropping 26 points on 7 threes against Army to win America East Rookie of the Week. Talon is no stranger to that award, too. After a career-high 21 points in their conference opener, she now has a Rookie of the Week award for her shelf as well.
Ann went down middle of the game, and someone had to step up, and just that game happened to be me.
And when they're both rolling like that, there's just one thing going through their mind.
So happy for each other, and when you see that spark in either her eyes or my eyes, it's something special, and it's like that aha moment, it's the, okay, we know we're capable of doing this, let's keep doing it.
Looking forward to see what they can do on the court this weekend and for the rest of their time in Orono. Both girls are very fun to watch on the courts. That's all the time we have for sports. Here's Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast.
Thank you so much, Tyler. Our Maine weather today is brought to you by Varney Ford. Varney Ford in Newport brings one full year maintenance on every new and used vehicle they sell. Come visit them and see their huge selection of cars and trucks. The nice car and truck people. All right, not so nice out there today for us. Visibilities are still a little bit low. Guess why? Because of that snow, of course. We do have around 1 mile visibility here in town, a little bit less by the coast. Look at Bar Harbor, near zero visibility with that wind slightly blowing that fluffy snow around. Yeah, it is definitely not the perfect driving or even walking conditions outside. We do still have some lingering snow showers all throughout the state, mostly in the southern part of the state, closer to Augusta. Same thing here in town, and even by the coast is getting in on some lighter snow showers. But overall, this low pressure system continues to move out and about, out and off the coast. Right now, upstate New York is getting in on a little bit of snow. They had some rain transition into some snow. Same thing in Boston right now. And then pretty much closer to Portland, it is all snow with those temperatures a little bit more on the cooler end. But like I said, that snow is going to be lingering into the overnight hours tonight. Tomorrow, though, we're in the clear, and then we start to see some sunshine throughout the weekend, Saturday, and then once again into Sunday. So finally, a good amount of sunshine. We're still looking at maybe a trace of snow across the area. Some places closer to Portland will have maybe close to half an inch of snow, but overall, not looking too bad. Most of the snow is tapering off and moving offshore. Temperatures, though, I mean, our average should be hovering closer to 30. We are pretty much going to be above that. And all across America, we're going to be above that. Remember, Christmas, Jacksonville, they were in the 20s and 30s. Now back to normal. Everyone vacationing is at the beach. Same thing in Texas. A warmer air has finally arrived, and that warmer air is going to continue to move up north. So we're all going to be in on some above average temperatures for the most part. The next couple of weeks, actually, the jet stream is going to be pretty much in Canada right about here. So just across the border of the United States and into Canada. So that means all that colder air is going to stick around for the most part in Canada. Our average should be around 29. So we're going to be on that roller coaster ride up and down. Sunday, we're going to be back close to average. Look at Monday into Tuesday, though. Mid-30s once again. Some of that snow will be melting away. Wednesday into Thursday, though, cooler air starts to return. Some finally near-average temperatures. It's starting to feel like winter out there with a little bit of snow in the region. Tonight, though, some more snow showers will be lingering. Then mostly cloudy, especially by the morning hours tomorrow. 23 degrees, so it is going to be pretty mild out there tonight. Calm winds at that, so it's not going to feel much colder than that actual temperature reading at 23. Our extended forecast outlook does show lots of sunshine even into next week. Besides Wednesday, we'll have some more shots of snow showers. But overall, though, pretty dry-looking week with temperatures going up and down, but overall hovering in the 30s. Beth?
All righty, Conrad, thanks so much. And there is still more to come right after the break.
At Living Innovations, we build community. You can be a part of it. We put supporting people first, and that builds a caring community within our workforce and for the people we serve. Living Innovations supports people with disabilities and has flexible work opportunities available. You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit livinginnovations.com and check out our employment and home provider opportunities. Become a part of Living Innovations and be part of a community with a purpose.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Luna Family Auto Sales is a locally owned business run by a husband and wife team.
Here at Luna Family Auto Sales, we combine our passion for cars with providing service to the community and local economy. Featuring no dark or hidden fees at all, we offer financing for all credit types and service everything we sell.
Check out our website at lunafamilyautosales.com.
Or come in and say hi. We'd love to meet you and introduce ourselves. Luna Family Auto Sales, 649 Stillwater Ave, Old Town.
Did you know if you turn a cold with Tide, you can save up to $150 a year on your energy bill?
How?
The lower the temp, the lower your bill.
Tide cleans great and cold and saves money?
I am so in. Save $150 when you turn to Cold with Tide.
Tonight, the historic and high-stakes speaker battle, plus power outages, flooding, the brutal and deadly West Coast storm. How long will it last? More Americans turn to the most-watched newscast on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Welcome back. Well, the question of the day is, are you feeling lucky? Because the Mega Millions drawing is tonight, and a winning ticket will be worth around $940 million, or, a paltry $483.5 million if you choose the cash payout. In more than 20 years since the game began, there have been just 3 larger jackpots than Friday's estimated prize. Definitely plenty of dough to go around there. Alrighty. Well, there's an interesting connection between Bangor and the new Netflix movie White Noise. Bangor Symphony Orchestra's music director and conductor Lucas Richmond conducted the score for the movie that was released December 30th. Richmond says when the Bangor Symphony is doing concerts, there is plenty of time to study the score. But when he was doing the film, he didn't get the chance to see the score until they were actually recording it.
Flying by the seat of our pants, and that's kind of the thrill about it, because everybody has to be at the top of their game in the moment, because if anybody makes a mistake, that costs thousands of dollars because you have to go back and fix it.
Richmond says it was very exciting to be part of the process. He has done several other scores for movies, and he says the creative process and partnership is, quote, thrilling. Definitely need to see a Bangor connection right there. Well, that is going to do it for us, folks. From everyone here at ABC 7 News, take care and have a great rest of your night. And we'll see you right back here tonight at 11. Good night, everybody.